Hello YouTube! I always found that introduction a little awkward, but I find myself using it today. I guess I should start off by introducing myself. I go by the name of the Oppressed Hipster. Many of my friends often tell me in my outrage that I should, do something about it. So I thought the Oppressed Hipster would make a catchy name, and perhaps not to conform to stereotypes, but perhaps the goatee, glasses, and the occasional hat I wear also play the role. So, the reason I'm starting this series is because I'm very pro-égalité, and I find that with the myriad of elements that are hovering over babies, children, adults, and elders alike, it's pretty hard to not get entranced or brainwashed by the social conditioned oppression. Although most of the people have focused on music, and since it's raised to fame, video games, but I think that there is a very cultural element of first world lives that remains unchecked, and I think someone should at least take the time to point it out. Hence, the creation of this series, which I will call Board of Oppression. I will be focusing primarily on board games, which to many people's surprise can contain as much, if not more, oppressive content and conservative social conditioning. I wanted to start off the series with a game that is probably quite popular amongst the North Americans, the game of life. For this first part of the series, I would like for us to take a look at the cover art used in the various versions of the game of life that was released through the years. It is rather bizarre to observe the creeping narrative of oppression that arises through this art over a short span of years. Now, the first box you are viewing is the cover box for the game of life in the 1960s. Nothing very interesting about this one, except for the fact the makers deemed it necessary to put a picture of the game's creator right on the bottom corner of the box. This is probably to make sure that there are no worries, you are playing a game that was created by a white man. And this brings an important question, I believe. Should we imagine the game had been made by a woman or a person of color? Would their picture have been put on the box? We will never know. Of little importance, let's move on to the other cover box, which have a much more revealing narrative within them. Okay, fast forward to the 1977. You will now see the box depicted in front of you. They decided to go with a mock example of a game in progression with the player's hands being shown doing various things. But it is important to notice a few things about this picture. First, all the players are white and seemingly male only. So basically, you have zero cultural or sexual diversity representation. I guess only white young men either have the luxury of playing board games, or perhaps this is a means to discourage minorities and women of participating in them without a male being present. Because we can't forget that this is a quote-unquote family game, huh? So why only male people shown does not make any sense, but we all know why it is there. Now, some of you, like my friend Claire, might argue that the hand in the second picture of the right-hand row is perhaps a black person. But to be honest, to me, it seems like someone who is simply, how do you say, very tan. Yes. And anyway, the fact that it isn't clear is an indication that even if it is a person of black ethnicity, why did the artist or photograph pick someone of such fair complexion? Huh? This is all very subtle, and I think it's obvious that some people have been spending a lot of time to engineer these layouts. It is frankly outrageous. Okay, but moving on, and perhaps allowing some benefit of doubt. Let's say I concede with Claire and say, okay, that the hands holding the money in the picture are of a black person. Now, for you viewing the video, it might be hard to read the subtext under each picture, but let me read it for you. So the caption for the black person hand reads, "Buy wisely, speculate shrewdly, and gamble with flair." Okay, fair, okay, but that doesn't sound offensive perhaps, but you need to take a look at this now. But if we look into greater depth, let's have a look at the above picture of whose hands are obviously Caucasian. The caption for that picture reads, "Start with money in your pocket, a fast car. What more can anyone ask for life?" So, in contrast, the white position person is portrayed as instant success and an implication of complete fulfillment. Sorry. What more can anyone ask for? They say. While the black person immediately receives advice for caution, implies that he will have to use his wits and even resort to the gambling to reach success. How is that for an uneven start in life, huh? The white person, fast car, lots of money. You or your black person, too bad, better work hard and maybe need to risk all your money to be able to aspire to this white privileged American dream. I can't. Anyway, I can't stand looking at this social engineered piece of oppression anymore. So I think it is time that we move to the next box. We are now in 1991. Now you can see that feminists at least managed to make some headway here. So you might think. You might be thinking, finally, we have some female representation in a family board game, but you should know that the patriarchy wasn't just going to let that happen without making sure there was some sort of counterbalance in place. Look closely at the image. Who is playing the role of the banker? Huh? How surprising. it is the white male father. Even when they finally include a female representation, it's overshadowed by the towering reminder that the male figure controls the money. They can't stop it. It's anyway. You must think, well, other than that, everything seems good about this picture. Happy family, enjoying an evening of a gaming. Look again. What does the family? Oh, a white family, a heterosexual couple. There's no diversity representation at all. Couldn't, let's say, one of the kids have a friend of another ethnicity over? No, he can't, because tonight is the white privilege night. Huh? And look, they write on the box over 30 years of family fun, huh? For white people only, huh? And it is so insulting, because I am sure that many Hispanic or black families purchased this game and contributed to the success of this company. It is unfair. Okay. I must, I think, apologize for the last scene, as my friends keep reminding me not to let my emotions take away, because then I start to get angry and can ramble on. So if it did sound like that, I do apologize. But now I took a deep breath, and let's now look at one of the most recent cover box. This box is from 2001, and it is the latest, if I am not mistaken. Before you get excited at the representation of diversity in ethnicity, remember what I said about the counterbalances. One of the things you can see in this picture is that there is money flying all across the scene, but who is holding the money? The white couple in their golden car off to retirement. So the white couple are already depicted as having won the game, while the black family is following from behind. And to take an example from the 1991 cover, where the man was the banker to offset the presence of the woman in that picture, in this one, the white couple has to be portrayed as having already won to offset the presence of the black family. Huh? How can nobody see these things? It is so obvious when you stop looking at this just as a silly image of people having fun. Anyways, it is not over. Other things to note: who is getting married and celebrating their graduation? Huh? More white people. Was there not enough space on the in the image to put a diverse group of students celebrating in unison? No. Apparently, there was not enough space, because we had to encourage the stereotype of white people who are the only ones who succeed in advance in life. So, as you can see, even when the diversity is portrayed, it is how do you say, mirrored in the sea of hidden messages of oppression, with weighted counterbalances to make sure the balance of power and the structure of patriarchy does not suffer. There's no getting away from this. So my friends, this concludes part 1 of the Game of Life review. I hope you enjoyed learning about these things as much as I have. Please leave a comment or question. I am more than open to discussion. If you have also suggestions of a game to review, likewise, leave a comment. And if you would like to follow this series and future ones, please subscribe, as that would be greatly appreciated. So on that note, stay vigilant, my friends. The oppression is everywhere. Have a good day.